T is a point. Now, what is T? T is a point. English. The point T is equidistance from A to what? To N. Now, if you are to just have a rough sketch of this thing, you don't have to draw it on the Cartesian plane. It will help if you do it on the Cartesian plane. What they are trying to say is that you have A, né? You have N, né? And then you also have what? You also have T. Now, AT is equivalent to what? To Tn. Because they are saying the point T is equidistant from A and what? And N. So in other words, when you can tell them which this is equal, this is also going to be what? Equal. Let's just put some flesh into this thing here. We know what is A. Né? What is A? A is going to be given by -2 is to -1. We also know what is N. What is N? It's 1 is to what? Is to 2. Okay. And then we go to T. What is T? X is to what? Is to 1. Okay. Now, what are the distances that are going to help us here? We don't know what is the distance of AT. We don't know what is the distance of what? Of Tn. But we know they are equal. So here's what I'm going to tell them. I am going to tell them, first I'm going to look for AT all squared. Yeah? I'm going to look for AT what? All squared. A and T. I'm focusing on A and what? And T. If I'm focusing on A and T, what am I going to have? C. Hey. We are going to have X at T minus X at A all squared plus Y at T minus Y at A all squared. Now, we don't know what is this AT. I'm simply going to write it as AT all squared. No? And then let's substitute. What is X at T? What is X at T? Come and check here. This is T. You put X. Minus. No? What is X at A? So you're going to have minus and a minus, which is going to give us +2 all squared. Plus, what is Y at T? It's 1. Plus, what is Y at A? You say it's minus, okay? Which is going to give us what? +1 all squared. And then the answer is going to say that AT all squared is going to be given by. Now here you can expand this thing or you can leave it like this. If we expand it, we are going to have x squared plus 4x plus 4. Ne? And then if you do this one, it's going to give you what? +2 or +4. And then if you continue with this thing here, what is it that you're going to have? You're going to have x squared plus 4x plus 4 and 4. 4 and 4, they're going to give us what? So you have x squared plus 4x plus 8. That is 80 squared. We leave it like that. Yeah? There's nothing else that we can do. We've tried our best. Now, what else are we going to look for? We are going to look for number 2, Tn. Yeah? Let's go and look for Tn. I need the space here. But we can see the coordinates of T and coordinates of N. So what is going to be this thing then? This thing here is going to be given by Tn all squared. What is going to be Tn all squared? Tn all squared is going to be x at T minus x at N all squared plus y at T minus y at N all squared. Then what is it that you are going to have? You are going to have x at T. X at T, it's x. X at N, it's 1. So it's going to be x minus 1 all squared. Plus, what is y at T? It's 1 minus, what is y at N? It's 2 all squared. Now, this is going to be Tn all squared. Now, if you expand this bracket and then you find the product, here's what you're going to have. You're going to have x squared minus 2x plus 1. This part here. Actually, you're going to open the brackets 2 times. And then if you say 1 minus 2, it's going to give you 1, and then it's going to be what? Plus 1. And then the final answer here, it says, which you're going to have x squared minus 2x plus 2. That is going to be your final answer. Now, equidistance, my Ben, what does that mean? It means AT and TN are going to be actually equal. So I am going to write the blue one first. Let's write the blue one. So what is the blue one? The blue one is x. It's x squared plus 4x plus 8 equals to x squared minus 2x plus 2. Now, if you take this x squared to this other side, it's positive again. When it becomes this side, it's going to become what? So it means x squared and x squared are going to divide each other out. Yeah? And then you take this one, it's negative. Okay? If you take it to this side, you're going to have what? 6x. You take 8 to this other side. It's positive. When it gets this side, it's going to become what? Minus 6. You divide by 6, you divide by 6. It says which x is going to be what? Minus 1. That's how we get the equidistance to each other.